Aries, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading from the 9th of August 2022, or as always, whenever you find me, that's perfectly fine as well. In either case, I do hope this reading finds you well. So we have a card out from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck for you, and we have honesty. The words on the card are truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Okay, so there may be an invitation this week for us to speak clearly, speak honestly, open our throat chakra and just let it out. As I say that, I want to clear my throat. So not sure, that could be me, or it could be somebody watching as well. Yeah, definitely feeling of something stuck in my throat. It may be something you want to say, but you are fearful of saying it. So please do take it as it resonates. Like all messages, as I said, do take what resonates, and as they say, leave the rest behind. You do have a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. This card's come out quite a few times this week, so this may be, again, a collective message. I'm getting a lot of the same cards, same messages coming through for a lot of the signs. So I do feel like a lot of us are really kind of feeling the same energy, which obviously we are. So let's have a look. We've got Cordelia, go outside. The words on the card are, you have been indoors too long, go outside and get some fresh air. Now, if you're in my part of the world, in Australia, it hasn't stopped raining in my part of the world here for about 8 weeks, and it's cold and wet. So going outside is a little bit difficult for me at the moment, but I really am missing it. Who just got this card? I want to say maybe it was Scorpio or Pisces. It was Pisces, I think. And it was a reminder that going outside and connecting in with nature, wherever your special place is in nature, it's a really good place for us to connect in with source, and whether you see source as something external to yourself or as a part of yourself. But in any case, nature is a really great place to get that connection clear, if you will. So I'm also going to get a card from the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck. And Aries, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you may have even had this card last week, I'm not sure. Obviously, I can't remember each of the cards each week, but the Wheel of Fortune does indicate that fortunes are changing or may have changed for you. So the wheel has turned, is turning, and it looks like it may be your time to be positioned on the top of the wheel, okay, where you're feeling pretty good, where you've got some good luck coming in your way. So we will see what the rest of the reading does bring up. How do I want to do this? I've been getting extra cards, so I've been doing 4, but I'm just going to put this guy in the middle. All right. So the 3 cards in the middle do represent an overall theme, hopefully tying together some of the rest of the messages that we do get from the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann with the rest of the reading. Before I do jump into that, I do want to say I have also done a collective reading for the Lionsgate portal. So do have a look at that if you are drawn to. If you're watching this on the day it's uploaded, which is going to be the 9th of August, this Lionsgate portal energy will still have effect for another 3 days or so through till about the 12th of August. So if you're watching it after that time, I hope you were aware of the magnificent energy and power that it did bring. Hopefully you were in control of your thoughts and words around this time, because it is a very powerful time of manifestation. Okay, and remembering what we put out to the universe is what we're going to get back, and sometimes 2-fold, 3-fold, 10-fold. So let's have a look. Okay, Aries, the energy coming into the start of the reading is the 8 of Cups. So it may well be that coming into this period of time, now I do want to address too this energy coming in from the past. It could be last week, but I do feel like it's a longer term thing. So in the last couple of weeks, months, even up to 3 to 6 months, where you've got to a point leading up to now where you feel like you want to move on from something, okay? And you feel like you maybe even want to move on from many things. And these are things that no longer serve you, no longer bring you joy and satisfaction. You may even feel like they are holding you back. So I'm not sure if you can see in that image there that she is tethered to those cups. So she feels like even though they may have once brought her joy and abundance and happiness and love, all of those things, on some level, this gorgeous giraffe creature here feels like it's not enough, and she wants to step forward and explore whatever else is out there, okay? She's got a new sunrise to step into. She wants to move from this place where she feels a little bit limited. She knows that there's more for her. So she knows she's heading into the Nine of Cups, okay? Wish fulfillment, great joy and abundance. And with this Wheel of Fortune card coming up, it looks like this could be something that these fortunes could change quite rapidly for you, quite quickly. So it's a really lovely, I've just got goosebumps. So again, I do get goosebumps when I'm getting extra confirmation from Spirit. So possibly saying that, as I said, this could be happening for you quite quickly. For some of you, it may involve this extra step of having to communicate something in an honest way, being honest about how you feel about something. Okay, so do take that as it resonates. It's not going to be for everyone. Now, this is interesting, Aries. So moving into potential future energies is the Five of Pentacles. So the message that is coming through with this card, this can sometimes be a card of feeling a bit left out in the cold, feeling a little bit unsupported. You could be feeling a little bit of lack in terms of finances, resources, security, that feeling of feeling safe and home. So the message coming through here is a couple of things. So first of all, this Wheel of Fortune, it is necessary, I guess, to remember that the wheel is always turning, okay? So it does look like you will be in a period of good luck for a period of time, but down the track, we are going to be faced with this, maybe this feeling of lack at some point, okay? We can't always be on the top of the wheel. So there is this reminder for us that moving forward into, and I don't feel like this is next week again, I feel like this is a longer term energy. So whether it's 3 weeks, could be 3 weeks, okay? I wouldn't have said that otherwise. It could be 3 weeks or longer. So 3 weeks to 3 months, where you may face this idea of feeling a little bit left out in the cold, unsupported, etc. So the invitation here is to remember that there is help there if you are brave and bold enough to accept the help. So the Five of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck, I'm sure you're aware, does have the image of the beggars and the lepers out the front of the church. So the important message there is that the light is on in that church. So those people out on the street in the cold could turn around and seek some refuge and some help from the church. So it is that idea of remembering that there is help there available to us if we I guess can step up and accept and ask for that help. The other message that is coming through with this card too is to remember that the 5 is a point of change. So the 5 is sort of I guess it's the peak of the mountain, and it's that pivot point, okay? So it's the point where things shift and change and turn. So from that 5 of Pentacles, you will turn and then you're on your way home right through to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So it's this idea of allowing the universe to have its ebbs and flows, allowing us to go through the cycles, if you will, and knowing that we are going to go through these cycles and just kind of ride the wave. So that's the message that's coming through with that. So this is nothing to be fearful of. The thing with tarot is that if we know what's in the potential energies, it gives us tools to know how to address it if and when it does come up. Okay. So the next 4 cards out do have positions loosely in terms of the layout. Now, I don't hold hard and fast to this layout. I do consider more the intuitive message that's coming through and in relation to the other positions of other cards. So the card that you do have here, and I will tell you the position and the layout at this point, is obstacles or blocks, gifts or strengths. So we do have the Knight of Wands. I'll just see if I can get out the other cards first before we jump into the overall message coming in there. Right, too many cards there, but I'm told that Three of Pentacles is the one. And the Three of Pentacles, this is in the position of career and finances. So I will probably interpret this message for that, because being the Three of Pentacles and their message coming through already, it does indicate that this could well be related to that in terms of its positioning. The next card out may or may not be related to health, and that's health in terms of body, mind and soul. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Very messy shuffling, I do apologise. Seven of Pentacles in the position of health. I did go a little bit crazy with the Lionsgate portal energy. I've got some Egyptian treasures, and I do have one of those treasures is my blue lotus oil from Egypt in the perfume bottle there. So I did go a bit crazy with that yesterday. I had it on the palms of my hand, and I think it's made the cards a little bit sticky. So what can you do? Hey Aries, what can you do? So the final card we're looking for here is loosely in the position of relationships. Okay, and we have the Five of Cups there. Okay, so I will come back to that. Again, actually, I won't come back to that. I'm going to come to that now. So that Five of Cups, it is sitting close to this Five of Pentacles. So the additional message that's coming through here is that reminder of that point of change, that pivot point. Okay, and I will come back to it in a moment. But that was an initial message coming through, is to remind you that you might be at this point, it may even be towards the end of the week, where you feel like things are right on the turn. Okay, you're just about to change. Things are just about to step into this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Okay, as I said, this is in the position of obstacles, blocks, gifts or strengths. I do feel like it is leaning more into the gifts and strengths for you. And I do feel like this is about stepping into your passion. Okay, so things are moving. The Knight of Wands is a fast moving energy. It's on its way. It's found something it's passionate about, and it's well on its way. It's brave and it's bold, much like you, Aries, and it's fiery, much like you. Okay, so if anything, there is a little bit of a warning here to maybe temper things down if you're moving too fast. Okay, maybe try and pace things. The other message that's coming through here too is you can see that the horse and the knight are facing back this way. So the other, I guess, word of caution is that if any fears come up, all right, and if you step into this place of fear, or fear of lack, or fear of not having enough, even emotionally, or a bit of loss or grief that comes up, there may be this temptation to turn around and go back. But what are you going back to? You're going back to these 8 cups that didn't fulfill you. Okay, so as I said, if you have this temptation to turn around and go back, just remember what it is that you're walking away from, what it is that did not fulfill you at that time. See if you can turn that horse around and move forward. Okay, so moving in a forward direction. That won't be for everyone. Obviously, hopefully for the most of you, you'll be able to take on that forward movement and progress forward. But some of you, it's facing that way for a reason. You may be tempted to go back, if you will. Okay, so as I said, do take it as it resonates. So the Three of Pentacles, this is in the position, as I said, of career and finances. This is a really lovely energy. This is showing me that in terms of career, finances, etc., resources, that you have a particular skill, and I feel like you are going to maybe be acknowledged or rewarded or sought out for that particular skill. The thing about this particular card is we've got these 3 cats here, and the message with this particular three of Pentacles is that if you are possibly moving into maybe a business idea or a work environment where you're working with other people, I do feel like they're going to be like-minded people. They're going to be of the same species, if you will. They're going to get you. But the other thing there is that you're all going to have your own unique strengths and personality. So if you think of 3 cats in a room, they're all going to have their unique personalities. So the important thing here is to remember, if you're in a work environment where you're working with other people, is remembering that you've each got individual skills, and for each of you to use those skills in a cohesive way, okay? But I do feel like your particular skills may be sought out for whatever it is that is your area of skill or expertise, okay? The 7 of Pentacles is in the position of health, and this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul, body, mind, and spirit. So there may be a bit of kind of reassessing potentially of where you are in terms of, it could be physical health and it could also be mental, emotional health. In terms of physical health, you may be taking some kind of stock take on where your health is at, okay? Looking at what it is that is nourishing you. What in this harvest is nourishing you? Can you pull out some weeds? Can you pull out some things that are stopping you from growing? Does something need pruning? Does something need fine-tuning to allow you to bloom and blossom into a healthier state? Okay, so physically that could be what's going on. Equally, that exact same message could be taken into the into the spiritual and emotional, mental health as well. So looking at maybe similar to this 8 of Cups here energy is what's not working in terms of my spiritual, mental, emotional health, okay? And figuring out what's not working, rip out the weeds and, focus on the things that are working. The 7 of Pentacles is a beautiful card for growth. It's a beautiful card for offering you that stable foundation. You've got more than enough to work with. It's just a matter of fine-tuning and figuring out what's going to work very best for you. Okay, Aries, the final card we have is the 5 of Cups. This is in the position of relationships. So it may be that there may be a little bit of loss or sorrow or grief, potentially about some relationships that have fallen away, okay? But the reminder here is to, let's say you had 5 friends and you feel like you don't connect with 2 of them, is to remember that connection that you do have with the 3 of them, okay? So this is a very simplistic way of interpreting this card, but I do feel like it's about friendships, potentially relationships that, again, 8 of Cups, do no longer serve you, do no longer fulfill you and bring you happiness and joy and abundance and all the, heart-opening feelings that friendships should offer you, okay? So the other thing here, which I really love about this card, is that the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck has 3 cups that have fallen and only 2 that are still standing. So this already puts us in a more, I guess, positive way of looking at this card. We've got 3 upright cups that are full of goodness and joy and abundance. So please do focus on that, recognizing again that everything is in cycles, okay? I want to come back to this Wheel of Fortune. Everything is in cycles. That includes friendships, okay? What do they say? Friendships, they're there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, okay? So if they're there for a reason, acknowledge that, thank it, and move on with grace and love and gratitude. If they're there for a season, same thing. If you've got a friendship for a lifetime, that's beautiful as well. Okay. For some of you, this could be a romantic relationship as well, where there may have been a separation and you may still be carrying a little bit of grief and loss and sorrow around that. So if that's the case, I do send you lots of love. All right, my darlings, I do hope you have enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonates for you. I'm not sure if I did mention as well that collective reading for the Lionsgate portal, if you do want to jump on and have a look at that on my page as well. But as I said, I do hope you have enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.